Hey, Chelsea! You'll never guess who I saw coming out of the bargain price supermarket yesterday. You! What the hell are you doing in there?
Hi, Marcia. I regularly shop at that supermarket. What's the problem?
Seriously? You regularly shop at a bargain price supermarket? Oh no, how tragic! Are you joking?
Yes, I do.
Ew, that's so gross! Okay, really, no more joking now. Do you actually shop there all the time?
What's wrong with that?
It's not necessarily that there's anything wrong with it. It's just that, well, take me, for example. I shop at Freshman's, the #1 luxury supermarket in America. My husband's the manager at a company he works at, so we can afford it. He makes so much money, in fact, that I'm able to be a stay-at-home housewife. Which is why my family has no links to the likes of bargain price supermarkets. Even just saying it makes me feel sick. Places like that are for commoners. We eat the finest ingredients in our household. And they come by delivery too, I might add. By the way, we're having steak and garlic mushrooms for supper tonight. Guess how much the steaks cost? Okay, I'll tell you. $500 each.
That's great. I'm pleased you're able to eat so well.
Right? It's the kind of meal someone poor enough to shop at a bargain price supermarket could only dream of eating. Don't you agree?
Does shopping at a bargain price supermarket automatically make someone poor?
Oh, do forgive my rudeness. Please, don't misunderstand me. It's not like I'm laughing at you and your husband for being a low-income family. Low-income families like you are the backbone of America. Who would work the menial jobs like delivering my steaks if not for good, hard-working poor folk like you? Oh, I'm so sorry, Chelsea. I wasn't trying to be malicious. Oh, the schools are always trying to drill it into us with flyers and emails. Don't you pay any attention? You know, how important a proper diet is for a child's development. If you keep feeding your kids such rubbish, they might grow up to be poor like you. I just wanted to give you a little reminder. I was only thinking of your little ones, really. I hope you understand.
Marcia, I have to go back to work now, so bye.
Oh dear. People who work decent, respectable jobs are getting ready to go home right now. I get it. You have to work overtime to compensate for your husband's pitiful salary.
My client had some circumstances to deal with, and this was the earliest they could schedule today's meeting.
Right. I'm very kind to poor people, you know. So kind, in fact, that I'm willing to go along with that imaginative little story of yours, if that makes you feel a little better.
Goodbye.
Good luck supplementing the finances. I'm rooting for you, sweetie. Dearie me. Chelsea, is everything okay?
What do you mean?
I just saw you coming out of the fanciest burger joint in New York!
Oh, right. Yeah, that was me. I have a reservation there for 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, so I stopped by to say hello to all the staff beforehand since I was in the area anyway.
A reservation? Oh no, this is just tragic! You don't know, do you? That's a luxury burger joint! Politicians and CEOs eat there, you silly girl! This isn't some cheap fast food joint we're talking about! Those are elite burgers for elite people! Do you have any idea how expensive it is? Even just a regular hamburger is worth $1,000! A single patty probably costs more than your monthly salary.
I know the prices. I eat there every year.
What? Every year? Chelsea, darling, you do know that you don't have to try to show off in front of me, right? I accepted you for who you are. You may be from a low-income family, but you are still my friend. And I have a duty as your friend to be honest with you. Let's face it, you shop at a bargain-price supermarket. It's not really suitable for you to be eating at a fancy burger joint like that, is it? You don't have to prove anything to anyone, you know.
I'm not trying to prove anything.
If you go through with this, you're not going to be able to afford anything except the sauce collection. Maybe a slice of lettuce or a couple of fries if you're lucky.
It's fine, you don't need to worry about me. I can afford to eat from the regular menu.
Don't be so unreasonable. Oh no, you're not, are you? Surely you don't plan on eating and running off without paying?
What?
You can't do that. I won't allow you to. It's my duty as your friend to stop you going down that path of evil. This might not be a pleasant conversation to have, but someone's gotta tell you.
The path of evil? Isn't that a bit dramatic? You're starting to creep me out now.
There's nothing else for it. I'll take your reservation.
You'll have to do what now?
Listen, here's the thing. I actually tried to book a reservation for tomorrow myself, but I was told that they were fully booked. Then, at the perfect timing, as if it was fate, you tell me you had a reservation just around the time I was planning to go. How does this sound? To save you the financial damage, the shame, and the embarrassment of going to a restaurant you couldn't afford to eat at in a million years, I'll go with my family instead. 2 birds, 1 stone.
It's fine, really.
It's not fine! Surely you don't plan on throwing my kindness back in my face!
Kindness, from my perspective? It just feels like you're trying to steal my reservation.
Steal? How could you say something so awful?
How could it be anything else when you're being so persistent despite me saying no?
Fine. You've had your chance, Missy. I'm done mincing my words with you. That High Class Burger restaurant, it is not the kind of establishment a peasant like yourself can afford to eat at. It's for celebrities, politicians, and CEOs. It's for people from the upper echelons of society. The chosen ones like myself. I suggest you give up if you don't want to end up severely embarrassed. And give me your reservation while you're at it.
No.
Excuse me?
I told you, I eat at that restaurant every year. There's a reason for that. Tomorrow is a special day. There's no way I'm gonna let you have my reservation.
How dare you! You're giving me the reservation, and that's final! 1 phone call to the restaurant from me would be all it takes to have you banned for life.
Something tells me you can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can. I can do whatever I want to. I have money. You dare defy me? I'll come down on you with the rage of 1,000 suns, you miserable little wretch. I have connections. I know people. Chelsea, you went inside the restaurant, didn't you? What on earth are you playing at?
Oh, hi, Marcia.
The time for hi has passed. I had your reservation switched over to my name. What are you doing in there? The restaurant's reputation will be irreparably damaged if people find a lowly peasant like you went inside. You'll make an upholstery smell. Hurry up and get out now. Did you go in pretending to be me?
No, I most definitely didn't. I got a phone call from the restaurant asking for confirmation regarding your call about the name change on the reservation. Naturally, I told them it wasn't me and that I didn't want to change my booking. So, here I am, in the seat I booked, just as planned.
What? There is no way for someone from a low-income family to be behaving! Have you no self-awareness? This defies all common sense and decency. Hurry up and get outside!
You want to come in so badly? Why don't you just sit at the bar in the hopes that a table becomes available?
Excuse me? Me sit at the bar? I feel nauseous.
Apparently you can come in without a reservation if you sit at the bar.
That's not the point. You shouldn't be in there. You're poor, your family are poor, your children will be poor, and your filthy peasant aura is going to upset the clientele if you stay even a moment longer. How many times do I have to repeat myself? There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who can afford to eat at luxury restaurants, and those who can't. It's plain as day which category you fall into, so get out!
I don't remember hearing any rules like that.
It's an unspoken understanding. Good grief. To think you can't even comprehend something as simple as that. This is why you're poor. Hurry up and get out! I'll be having your table.
So, I hate to change the subject, but your husband's dining with us as part of our group today.
Huh?
I know you mentioned something yesterday about coming with your family, but if your husband's in here with us, who's the guy you're with right now?
I don't know what you mean.
I can see you out the window. Who's that guy gently caressing your leg? You seem to be really familiar with one another. I can see you really clearly. I'm 100% sure it's you.
My husband's in there?
Yup, he's here.
Why? More importantly, why the hell are you eating with my husband? Anyway, you made a mistake. I'm not doing anything, yes. Don't mind him. He's just a friend. You see, he stumbled and his hand slipped.
Oh dear, you seem to be in quite the panic. Are you okay?
What's going on? Nothing makes sense anymore. Hello? Chelsea? I need to speak with you, please.
Hi, Marcia, what is it?
Why didn't you tell me that my husband is an employee at the company you're CEO of? You didn't go to the fancy burger joint to eat with your family, but for the anniversary celebration dinner of your company's foundation. Oh, I had no idea.
I did kind of get the impression you didn't know.
Of course I didn't. Why didn't you tell me?
It was only today that I found out your husband is one of the managers at my company. I also didn't particularly feel the need to let you know I was a CEO. I mean, it's not like we're that close, is it?
Huh?
Besides, I like keeping my work and private life separate. I only know you through nursery. We only see each other outside the gate sometimes while waiting for the kids to get out. There was no way I was going to tell you about my job unless you specifically asked me. Even if I did, I certainly wouldn't start bragging about my position. My job isn't some tool to be used to feel superior to others.
Oh my god. But why would you shop at a bargain price supermarket if you're filthy rich?
Well, that supermarket has a really good reputation for sourcing fresh, quality ingredients at low prices, which really appeals to me.
What?
Quality ingredients at discount prices. What's not to like? That's our family's policy on food, and I plan on instilling the same values in my kids.
Wait, have you been looking down your nose at me this whole time?
Not at all. I just don't have the time or energy to engage in pointless, egotistical disputes over social status. Anyway, don't you have something more important than messaging me to be worrying about right now?
Huh?
Your husband knows, you know, about the affair.
What have you done? This would have never happened if you just gave me a reservation when I asked!
Even if you got the reservation, do you think you'd have been able to afford the bill?
What? My family has money! Of course I'd be able to pay!
In any case, you should probably be thankful you're not being charged for 40 people's meals.
40 people?
If your attempt at stealing the reservation had succeeded, you would have owed $7,500.
7,500?
Today is the anniversary celebration of the founding of the company, and being that we're fairly large, it was obviously going to be a big event with a sizable budget. You wouldn't have been able to rely on your husband's money, though. What with him being dead set on divorcing you now, would you? Apparently he's gonna demand compensation, too.
He'd never divorce me!
Is that so? Actually, you know what? Your divorce is none of my business, so I'm gonna leave it there. Good luck to you both. Marcia's confidence in the safety of her marriage was misplaced, and her husband did indeed divorce her. With that, she had no choice but to go and live with her parents. Custody of the kids was handed to her husband due to his stable financials. Marcia's lover was, believe it or not, a college student. It turns out the reason she was so frantically trying to steal my reservation was because it was her boyfriend's birthday. And because she was so desperate to make him like her, she regularly splashed out on lavish restaurants and presents using her husband's money, and even going into debt on top of that. Even more tragically, she had him convinced she was a single CEO. He yelled at her with, what was that cringy line of hers? The rage of 1,000 suns, before breaking up and leaving her crying in the street. She was disowned by her parents, who were just as furious. Between the compensation and child support payments she was ordered to pay in divorce court, on top of the crippling debt repayments, she didn't have a chance of sustaining her expensive lifestyle, and her delusions of being a high-rolling celebrity disappeared with all of her money. I hear she works 3 jobs now. That's gotta be tough.
Good morning, Sandra. Are you okay to talk? Yeah. Good morning. Sorry, who am I speaking to? Are you for real? Don't you even remember me? Kari, from our children's school. Your daughter is in the same class, remember? From school, okay. I'm Terry's mom. Now do you remember? Terry, huh? Hold on a sec. Oh, from kindergarten. He's in the next class over, right? You got it! That's me, Terry's mom. Oh, really sorry. Got a whole bunch of friends from school. Sorry, I was not aware that we exchanged names. I only recall using our kids' names like Terry's mom. You know what I mean? Oh, really? Well, yes, I suppose you're right. We do tend to go by our children's names, don't we? Sorry. Where did you get my contact info? Did you forget that too? Yeah, sorry about that. You remember? At the kindergarten PTA meeting. We all exchanged line info after we finished up. Don't you remember that? Oh, yes, now I remember. It was all so hectic. So you were there, huh? Kari, right? I thought it was only our class that was having that meeting. I didn't realize your class attended too. Come on, Sandra. You seem a little absent-minded today, lol. Yeah, well, sorry about that. How can I ask you to take care of Terry when you're so preoccupied? Huh? Take care of who? Terry, silly. I'm headed over right now. You don't mind taking care of him for a bit, right? Hold on a minute. This is the first I'm hearing about this. Must be some kind of mistake. Yeah, well, you're hearing about it now. Come on, our kids go to the same kindergarten. We have to help each other out when we're in a bind, right? I'm not sure that's a good idea. I hardly know you, and I don't think I even know what Terry looks like. How could I take care of him? Besides, today is... Yes, I know all about it. You're just about to leave, am I right? Okay, so you know I'm about to leave and you still plan to leave your kid with me? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, of course. You can take Terry along with you. Are you being serious? Come on, it's just for a little bit. He's no trouble at all. Impossible! Are you kidding me? Sorry, but I can't help you out. Come on, I'm really in a bind here. I'm really busy. Well, for your information, I'm very busy too. Alright then. I left Terry at the front entrance of your apartment building. He's got extra clothes and some snacks in his little backpack too. So take care of him for me, would you? Huh? Hold it 1 second. You can't just... I was going to take him up to your place, but I couldn't get into the building without a security code, so I had no choice. Oh, well... Okay, so take good care of him. He's a good kid. See ya. Hold on, Carrie. You can't just leave your kid down here. Please pick it up. I can't do this. Hello, Mom? Sorry to bother you so early in the morning. Can you talk? Oh, good morning, Sandra. You must be getting ready to leave right about now. I'll be at the corner to pick you up. I plan to head out pretty soon. Wasn't your flight at 9:30? Yeah, still have time. Thanks so much, but I've got a huge problem. Huh? What's wrong? Are you sick or something? No, nothing like that. Do you remember a woman named Carrie? Carrie? I'm not sure. What about her? Well, she's this kid Terry's mom. He's in the next door kindergarten class. Oh yes, I do remember her. Terry's mother. She's that one who dresses a bit flashy. Yes, I've seen her around when I went to the kindergarten on your behalf. She's also a bit boisterous. She seems to be pretty well known at the kindergarten. Although I've never talked to her. What about her? Well, you're not going to believe this, but she just left little Terry in front of our apartment. She apparently wants me to babysit him. Huh? She just left him there? You're not serious. Just a little while ago, I got a line message from her saying she's going to leave him, and just went ahead and did just that. I tried pleading with her not to, but she just ignored me and left. Oh my god, how could she? She must be out of her mind. I couldn't just leave a 5-year-old kid standing all by himself in front of the apartment, so I brought him in. Now I don't know what to do. Did you tell her you were just about to catch a flight? Yes, apparently she knew I was about to leave. Must have heard it from someone at the kindergarten. Really? She knew perfectly well that you were going to catch a flight, and she left him there? She really must be out of her mind! Dear God! And she said to take Terry with us to wherever we were going. Just left him with his backpack, with snacks and a change of clothes. Hold on a second. Does that mean she abandoned him? That she's never coming back? Well, she just left him. Didn't say when she was going to pick him up, so I don't know. I hope not. I hope it's some kind of mistake and she just misunderstood or something. I've been trying to contact her ever since, but there's no response. Probably has her phone turned off. Anyways, until I can figure out what to do with Terry, I can't leave. Sorry, Mom. Yes, you're right. You can't very well bring him with you. Putting him on a flight and taking him with you? No, definitely not a good idea at all. What about Terry's father? Where is he? Evidently, she got divorced about a year ago. He quit his job and moved back east to his parents' place. The last I heard, he started some business there. So, that means he can't just drop everything and rush over. I really don't know what to do. We have a flight to catch. I may even have to cancel it. Definitely won't get a refund this late. Could possibly catch the next flight. Oh, wait a second! Wasn't Terry's father? Oh, that's right! I just remembered! What? What is it? What about Terry's father? Hey, give me a bit of time. I'll get back to you. Yes, of course. I still have a bit of time. I'm pretty sure I can catch the next flight at noon. Still have a few hours to spare. Okay, till noon. Plenty of time. Mom, what are you up to? I'll get back to you ASAP. Just give me a little time. I'll pick you up at the corner. Bring Terry. I'll drive you to the airport and you catch the noon flight. I'll take care of Terry while you're gone. Huh? I can't let you do that. Don't worry. Leave the rest to me. I know what to do. Okay, if you insist. Thanks, Mom. Hey, Sandra, I'm back! Thanks so much for taking care of Terry for me while I was gone. You're a godsend. I was finally able to get some rest and recuperation for a change. I just got off a flight and I'm gonna catch an Uber ASAP. Hang on to Terry for a wee bit longer, would you please? Thanks! Hello, Carrie. Not a peep from you for 3 days. Where the hell have you been? What have you been up to? Oh my god! Is this the Spanish Inquisition or something? Sorry. I was in such a hurry the other day that I was not able to explain everything in detail. And I switched off my smartphone the whole time. Obviously because I just wanted to be left alone for a few days. Can you blame me? I mean, it's only been 3 days. Give me a break, would ya? Okay, I'll tell you what happened to Terry during those 3 days you were relaxing. Huh? No need to tell me. He's a quiet kid. He wouldn't cause any trouble. Here's how it was for him. He got on a flight with you and enjoyed himself with your family. It was a nice little vacation for him. Thanks. Vacation? I bet he was able to gorge himself with delicious food and drinks. Oh yeah, and sweets too. Oh, hey, do you have a souvenir for me too? Oh, I'm starting to see the whole picture. So, Carrie, let me ask you something. Did you think we were on a family vacation? Duh, yeah, of course. Why else would you make flight reservations? It's to go on a family vacation, am I right? At least that's what I heard. Where did you hear this exactly? Huh? On my way back from kindergarten. I heard you talking about it to the other moms. Oh, so you were eavesdropping. A little disrespectful. Come on, I wasn't eavesdropping. I just happened to overhear you guys talking is all. Besides, don't you think it's a little disrespectful to leave me out of the conversation? That's way more bad-mannered. Then why didn't you simply ask to join the conversation? We wouldn't have minded one bit. If you had just been a little bit more courteous, we would not be in this mess. This definitely would have not happened if you had listened. What do you mean by this mess? This was not a family vacation. Huh? I heard you were taking a flight. People take flights because they are headed to some holiday destination, right? That's where you're wrong. Oh, maybe this was a business trip or something? No, I resigned from my job about 1 month ago, so no, not a business trip. So, not a vacation and not a business trip. So where'd you guys go? We moved. The reason we went on that flight was that we moved. We no longer live in that apartment or in that state. For that matter, we don't even live in the country anymore. We're currently living in Europe. Europe? You mean like across the Atlantic Ocean, Europe? Yes, my husband got transferred to the head office in London, so we all decided to move there. Huh? You're joking, right? So we're no longer in the US. We're all in our new place in London. I have to say, it's a really nice spot. Huh? Then what about Terry? Where's Terry? Yeah, Terry, your 5-year-old son. I was shocked that you would leave him with us. But how was I supposed to know that you would move to Europe? I informed the kindergarten that we would be taking our daughter out this semester. I'm sure all the mothers knew that we were moving. I'm surprised you didn't hear. Your eavesdropping skills need a bit of work, I see. Didn't figure you'd mistake our move as a vacation. When you said you knew of our plans, to be honest, I was really shocked. I figured you knew we were moving to Europe and wanted us to take Terry with us. For good. If I had taken your words at face value, and taken little Terry with us, well, that would be kidnapping, wouldn't it? Or would it be child abandonment? I didn't abandon him! I just asked you to take care of him! I just figured my vacation and yours were scheduled at the same time. So why not take Terry and I could go relax for a change? That's all. All I did was ask you to babysit Terry, that's all. No, you didn't exactly ask me. I knew what you were up to once I figured out that you probably misheard the whole thing. Forget that! Where is Terry? Where is my son? You didn't... Did you? I mean, really take him with you to Europe? Even if I tried, I wouldn't be able to do that. He doesn't even have a passport. So, where is he? He's at his father's place. Huh? What did you just say? Yes, Terry's at your former husband's place, back east. Huh? Are you serious? What the hell did you do? Terry is mine. I have complete custody of him. You can't just take him. How could you... What gives you the right to send him off to his father's place? What was I supposed to do? We had a flight to catch. Our whole family was booked and we had people meeting us in London. We couldn't very well cancel the whole thing. I had no other choice. Besides, how the hell were you able to contact my ex? Well, my mother-in-law resigned from her company a couple years ago. Your husband happened to work at the same company before he got divorced and moved back east. Huh? You're kidding me! They were in different departments and didn't really know each other. My mother-in-law got in contact with an old colleague who still works there and had him ask around about your ex, and... You went through all that trouble just to find him? Yeah, it was pretty difficult, but a little kid was involved and everyone was enthusiastic about helping out. Eventually, we found out where he lived and contacted him immediately. He came and picked up Terry the next day. I left the rest to my mother-in-law and we moved to London. That's it in a nutshell. I can't believe this! Why? So that's the story. This has nothing to do with us from here on out, so contact your ex and work things out, would you? This is your fault! My whole life is one big mess because of you! Oh, hello, Carrie. How have you been? How can you be so calm? You put me into this mess! I'll never forgive you for what you did! I really don't care if you forgive me or not, to be honest. So, you're in a mess, yes, I heard. Apparently your husband has total custody of Terry, huh? Oh, and that guy you went on the trip with. He's also had enough of you. Didn't want anything to do with a woman that would abandon her own 5-year-old kid. Don't blame him. Dropped you like a hot potato. Your turn to get abandoned, huh? What's more, that $1,500 or so that your ex-husband was sending you every month, that was apparently spent on your little vacation jaunts and to treat your boyfriend. I hear your ex is trying to get all of that back, for Terry. Huh? You're in Europe. Why do you even know all that? Your ex-husband seems to be a very responsible guy. Out of courtesy, he called my mother-in-law and gave her all the juicy details of how it all went down. And then my mother-in-law relayed the details to me.
That loudmouth jerk! He's always such a blabbermouth!
I don't want to be rude, but can we cut it short here? I mean, none of this concerns us anymore.
Huh?
You lied to me because you wanted to give me a piece of your mind, right? Okay, so I heard what you had to say, so let's end this once and for all. See ya!
Hold on a second, Sandra. I want you to pay for the damages.
Come again?
I put my trust in you and had you take care of my precious son, Terry. You abandoned him. It's all your fault. So pay the damages and pay my living expenses.
Oh, I see. Very interesting. I'll think about it. Alright then, I'm gonna block you. See ya! Unfortunately, it didn't end after that conversation. Apparently, Carrie attempted to barge into her ex's house and tried to get Terry back, but her ex and his folks had already moved out of the old house. So Carrie attempted to barge into a complete stranger's house. At that time, she saw a little kid similar to Terry playing outside and took that child into her car thinking it was Terry and drove off. The cops finally caught up with her and charged her with kidnapping. What's more, the car she was driving was borrowed without permission from a friend. Yes, she was subsequently charged with theft. So breaking and entering, kidnapping, and auto theft. Obviously no chance of getting her son back with a criminal record like that. What exactly did she want? I really can't comprehend what she was thinking. TBH, I really don't want to even try to understand that warped mindset.